Proverbs chapter 1. Purpose of the Proverbs of the Solomon. Proverbs of the Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, that people may know wisdom and discipline, may understand the intelligent sayings, may receive instruction in wise conduct, in what is right, just, and fair. The resourcefulness may be imparted to the naive, knowledge and discretion to the young. The wise by hearing them will advance in learning, the intelligent will gain sound guidance. To comprehend the proverb and by the words of the wise and their readers. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of the knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and discipline. The paths of the wicked, greed and violence. Hear, my son, your father's instruction, and reject not your mother's teachings. A graceful diadem will they be for your head, a pendant for your neck. My son, should sinners entice you? Do not go if they say, come along with us, let us lie in wait for blood. Unprovoked, let us trap the innocent. Let us swallow them alive like shareholders, whole like those who go down to the pit. All kinds of the precious wares shall we gain, we shall fill our houses with booties. Cast in your lot with us, we shall all have one purse. My son, do not walk in the way with them, hold back your foot from their paths. For their feet learn to evil, they hasten to shed blood. In vain a net is spread right under the eyes of any birds. They lie in wait for their own blood, they set a trap for their own lives. This is the way of the everyone greedy for loot, it takes away their lives. Wisdom in person gives a warning. Wisdom cries aloud in the street, in the open field she raises her voice. Down to the crowded way she calls out, at a city gate she utters her words. How long, you naive ones, will you love naivety? How long will you turn away at my reproof? The arrogant delight in their arrogance, and the fools hate knowledge. Lo, I will pour out to you my spirit, I will acquaint you with my words. Because I called and you refused, extended my hand and no one took notice. Because you disdained all my counsel and my reproof you ignored. I in my turn will laugh at your doom, will mock when terror overtakes you. When terror comes upon you like a storm and your doom approached like a whirlwind, when distress and anguish befall you. Then they will call me, but I will not answer. They will seek me, but will not find me. Because they hated the knowledge and the fear of the Lord they did not choose. They ignored my counsel, they spurned all my reproof. Well, then they shall eat the fruit of their own way, and with their own devices be glutted. For the straining of the knife kills them, the smugness of fools destroys them. But whoever obeys me dwells in the security, in peace, without the fear of harm. Proverbs chapter 2, the blessing of the wisdom. My son, if you receive my words and treasure my commandments, turning your ear to wisdom, incline your heart to the understandings. Yes, if you call for intelligence and to the understanding, raise your voice. If you seek her like a silver and like a hidden treasure, search her out. Then will you understand the fear of the Lord, the knowledge of the God you will find. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He has success in store for the upright is the shield of those who walk honestly, guarding the path of the justice, protecting the way of his faithful ones. Then you will understand what is right and just, what is fair, every good path. For wisdom will enter your heart, knowledge will be at home in your soul. Discretion will watch over you, understanding will guard you, saving you from the way of the wicked, from those whose speech is perverse, from those who have left the straight path to walk in the way of the darkness, who delight in doing evil and celebrate perversity, whose ways are crooked, whose paths are devious, saving you from the stranger, from a foreign woman with her smooth words, one who forsakes the companion of her youth and forgets the covenant of the gods. For her paths sink down to the depths, and her footsteps lead to shade. None who enter there come back or gain the path of the life. Thus you may walk in the way of the good and keep to the path of the just. For the upright will dwell in the land, the people of the integrity will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, the faithless will be rooted out of it. Proverbs chapter 3. Confidence in God leads to prosperity. My son, do not forget my teaching. Take to the heart my commands. For many days and years of life and peace will they bring you. Do not let love and fidelity forsake you. Bind them around your necks. Write them on the tablet of your hearts. Then you will win favor and esteem before God and human beings. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. On your own intelligence do not rely. In all your ways be mindful of him, and he will make straight your path. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. This will mean health for your flesh and vigor for your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruit of all your produce. Then will your barns be filled with plenty, with new wine your vats will overflow. The discipline of the Lord, my son, do not spurn, do not disdain his reproof. From whom the Lord loves, he reproves, as a father, the son he favors. The benefit of the finding wisdom. Happy the one who finds wisdom, the one who gains understanding. Her profit is better than profit in silver, and better than gold is her revenues. She is more precious than corals, and no treasure of yours can compare with hers. Long life is in her right hand, in her left are riches and honors. Her ways are pleasant ways, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of the life to those who grasp her, and those who hold her fast are happy. The Lord by wisdom founded the earth, established the heavens by understandings. By his knowledge the depths are spread, and the clouds drop down dew. Justice toward one's neighbor brings blessing. My son, do not let these slip from your sight. Hold to the deliberation and the plannings. So will they be a life to your soul and adornment for your necks. Then you may go your ways securely, your foot will never stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you rest, your sleep will be sweet. Do not be afraid of the sudden terror of the ruin of the wicked when it comes. For the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from the snare. Do not withhold any good from the owner when it is in your power to act. Say not to your neighbor, go come back tomorrow, and I will give it to you when all the while you have it. Do not plot the evil against your neighbors when they live at peace with you. Do not contend with someone without cause, with one who has done you no harms. Do not envy the violent and choose none of their ways. To the Lord the devious are an abomination, but the upright are close to him. The curse of the Lord is on the house of the wicked, but the dwelling of the just he blesses. Those who scoff, he scoffs at, but the lowly he favors. The wise will possess glory, but fools will bear shame. Proverbs chapter 4. The teacher as model disciples. Hear, O children, of father instruction, be attentive that you may gain understanding. Yes, excellent advice I give you, my teaching do not forsake. When I was my father's child, tender the darling of my mother. He taught me and said to me, let your heart hold fast my words, keep my command and lives. Get wisdom and get understanding. Do not forget or turn aside from words of my mouth. Do not forsake her, and she will preserve you. Love her, and she will safeguard you. The beginning of the wisdom is get wisdom, or else you get understandings. Extol her, and she will exalt you. She will bring you honors if you embrace her. She will put on your head a graceful diadem, a glorious crown will she bestow on you. The two ways. Hear, my son, and receive my words, and the dear of your life shall be many. On the way of the wisdom I direct you, I lead you on the straight path. When you walk, your step will not be impeded, and should you run, you will not stumble. Hold fast to the instruction, never let it go. Keep it, for it is your life. The paths of the wicked do not enter, nor walk in the way of the evil. Shun it, do not cross it, turn aside from it, pass on. For they cannot rest unless they have done evil. If they do not trip anyone, they lose lives. For they eat the bread of the wickedness and drink the wine of the violence. But the path of the just is like a shining light that grows in brilliance till perfect days. The way of the wicked is like darkness, they do not know on what they stumble. With your whole being heed my words and lives. My son, to my words be attentive, to my saying incline your ears. Let them not slip from your sight, keep them within your heart. For they are life to those who find them, bringing health to one's whole being. With all diligence guard your heart, for in it are the sources of life. Dishonest mouths put away from you, deceitful lips put far from you. Let your eyes look straight ahead and your gaze be focused up forward. Survey the path for your feet, and all your ways will be sure. Turn neither to right nor to left. Keep your foot far from evil. Proverbs chapter 5. Warning against adultery. My son, to my wisdom be attentive, to understanding incline your ear, that you may act discreetly and your lips guard what you know. Indeed, the lips of the stranger drips honey, and her mouth is smoother than oils. But in the end, she is as bitter as wormwood, as sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps reach Sheol. Her paths ramble, you know not where, lest you see before you the road to life. So now, children, listen to me, do not stray from the words of my mouth. Keep your way far from her, do not go near the door of her house. Lest you give your honor to others and your ears to the merciless one. Lest outside take their fill of your wealth, and your heart run earning go to another house. and you groan in the end when your flesh and your body are consumed. And you say, oh, why did I hate the instruction and my heart spurn reproof? Why did I not listen to the voice of my teachers, incline my ear to my instructors? I am all but ruined in the midst of the public assembly. Drink water from your own cistern, running water from your own well. Should your water sources be dispersed abroad, the stream of the water in the street? Let them be yours alone, not shared with outsiders. Let your fountain be blessed and have joy of the wife of your youth, your lovely hind, your graceful doe, of whose love you will ever have your fill, and by her ardor always be intoxicated. Why then, my son, should you be intoxicated with a stranger and embrace another woman? Indeed, the way of each person are plain to the Lord's sight, all their paths he surveys. By their own iniquities the wicked will be caught, in the meshes of their own sin they will be held fast. They will die from lack of the discipline, lost because of their great folly. Proverbs chapter 6, against going surety for one's neighbor. My son, if you have become surety to your neighbor, given your hand in price to another, you have been snared by the utterance of your lips, caught by words of your mouth. So do this, my son, to free yourself, since you have fallen into your neighbor's power. Go hurry, rouse your neighbor. Give no sleep to your eyes, no slumber to your eyelids. Free yourself like a gazelle from the hunter, or like a bird from the hand of the fowler. The ant and the sluggard at harvest. Go to the ant, O sluggard, study her ways and learn wisdom. For though she has no chief, no commander or ruler, she procures her food in the summer, store up her provision in the harvest. How long, O sluggard, will you lie there? When will you rise from your sleep? A little asleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the arms to rest. The poverty will come upon you like a robber, and the want like a brigand. The scoundrel. Scoundrels of villain are they who deal in crooked talks, shift of the eyes, feet ever moving, pointing with fingers. They have perversity in their hearts, always plotting evil, sowing discord. Therefore their doom coming suddenly, in the instant they are crushed beyond cure. What the Lord rejects. There are 6 things the Lord hates, yes, 7 are the abomination to him: hot eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that plots wicked schemes, feet that are quick to run to evils, the false witness who utters lies, and the one who sows discord among kindred. Warning against adulteries. Observe, my son, your father commanded, and do not reject your mother teaching. Keep them fastened over your heart always, tie them around your neck. When you lie down, they will watch over you. When you wake, they will show your concerns. Wherever you turn, they will guide you. For the command is a lamp, and the teaching a light, and the way to life are the reproofs that disciplines. Keeping you from another wife, from the smooth tongue of the foreign woman. Do not lust in your heart after her beauty. Do not let her captivate you with her glance. For the price of the harlot may be scarcely a loaf of the bread, but a married woman is a trap for your precious life. Can a man take embers into a bosom, and his garment not be burned? Or can a man walk on a live coals and his feet not be scorched? So with him who sleeps with another wife, none who touches her shall go unpunished. Thieves are not despised if out of hunger they steal to satisfy their appetite. Yet if caught, they must pay back sevenfold the yield of all the wealth of the house. But those who commit adultery have no sense, those who do not destroy themselves. They will be beaten and disgraced, and their shame will not be wiped away. For passion enraged the husband, he will have no pity on the day of the vengeance. He will not consider any restitution, nor be satisfied by your many bribes. Proverbs chapter 7, the seduction. My son, keep my words and treasure my command. Keep my command and live, and my teaching as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister. Call understanding, friend. That they may keep you from a stranger, from the foreign woman with her smooth words. For at the window of my house, through my lattice I looked out. And I saw among the naive, I observed among the young men a youth with no sense, crossing the street near the corner, then walking toward her house. In the twilight, at dusk of the day, in the very dark of night, then the woman comes to meet him, dressed like a harlot with secret designs. She is coarse and unruly, her feet cannot stay at home. Now she is in the street, now in the open squares, looking in ambush at every corner. Then she grabs him, kisses him, and with the impudent look says to him, I owe the peace offering, and today I have fulfilled my vows. So I came out to meet you, to look for you, and I have found you. With coverlet I have spread my couch, with brocaded clothes of the Egyptian linen. I have sprinkled my bed with myrrh, with aloes, and with cinnamon. Come, let us drink our fill of the love until morning. Let us feast on love. For my husband is not at home, he has gone on a long journey. A bag of the money he took with him, he will not return home till the full moons. She wins him over by repeated urging. With her smooth lips she leads him astray. He follows her impulsively like an ox that goes to the slaughter, like a stag that bounds toward the net, till an arrow pierces its river, like a bird that rushes into a snare, unaware that his life is at stake. So now, children, listen to me. Be attentive to the words of my mouth. Do not let your heart turn to her ways. Do not go astray in her paths. For many are those she has struck down dead, numerous those she has slain. Her house is a highway to Sheol, leading down into the chamber of the dead. Proverbs chapter 8, the discourse of the wisdom. Does not wisdom call and understanding raise her voice? On the top of the height along the road, at the crossroads she takes her stand. By the gates at the approach of the city, in the entryways she cries aloud. To you, all people I call, my appeal is to your mortals. You naive ones gain prudence, you fools gain sense. Listen, for noble things I speak, my lips proclaim honest words. Indeed, my mouth utters truth, and my lips abhor wickedness. All the words of my mouth are sincere, none of them weary or crooked. All of them are straightforward to the intelligent, and right to those who attain knowledge. Take my instruction instead of the silver, and the knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than corals, and no treasure can compare with her. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence, and the useful knowledge I have. The fear of the Lord is a hatred of the evil, pride, arrogance, the evil way, and the perverse mouth I hate. Mine are counsel and advice, mine is strength, I am understanding. By me kings reign and rulers enact justice. By me princes govern and the noble all the judge of the earth. Those who love me I also love, and those who seek me find me. With me are riches and honor, wealth that endures, and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, even poor gold, and my yield than choice silver. On the way of the righteousness I walk along the path of the justice, granting wealth to those who love me and filling their treasuries. The Lord begat me, the beginning of his works, the forerunner of his deed of the long ago. From of old I was formed at the first, before the earth. When there were no deeps I was brought forth, when there were no fountains or spring of the water. Before the mountain was settled into place, before the hills I was brought forth. When the earth and the fields were not yet made, nor the first clouds of the world. When he established the heavens, there was I. When he marked out the world over the face of the deeps. When he made the firm skies above, when he fixed fast the springs of the deeps, when he set for the sea its limit, so that the water should not transgress his command, when he fixed the foundation of earth. Then was I beside him as artisan, I was his delight day by day, praying before him all the while. Praying over the whole of his earth, having my delight with human beings. Now children, listen to me. Happy are they who keep my ways. Listen to instruction and grow wise, do not reject it. Happy the one who listens to me, attending daily at my gate, keeping watch at my doorpost. For whoever finds me finds life and wins favor from the Lord. But those who pass me by do violence to themselves. All who hate me love death. Proverbs chapter 9. Woman wisdom issues her invitation. Wisdom has built her house. She has set up her 7 columns. She has prepared her meat, mixed her wine. Yes, she has spread her table. She has sent out her maidservant. She calls from the heights out over the city. Let whoever is naive turn in here. To any who lack sense, I say, come, eat up my food and drink up the wine I have mixed. Forsake foolishness that you may live, advance in the way of the understanding. Miscellaneous aphorisms. Whoever corrects the arrogant earns insult, and whoever reproves the wicked incurs opprobriums. Do not reprove the arrogant, the rest they hate you. Reprove the wise, and they will love you. Instruct the wise, and they become still wiser. Teach the just, and they advance in learning. The beginning of the wisdom is fear of the Lord, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. For by me your day will be multiplied, and the year of your life increased. If you are wise, wisdom is to your advantage. If you are arrogant, you alone shall bear it. Woman folly issues her invitation. Woman folly is a loud cause, utterly foolish. She knows nothing. She sits at the door of her house upon a seat on the city heights, calling to passersby as they go on their way straight ahead. Let those who are naive turn in here. To those who lack sense, I say, stolen water is sweet, and bread taken secretly is pleasing. Little do they know that the shades are there, that her guests are in the depths of the Sheol. Proverbs chapter 10. The Proverbs of the Solomon, a wise son gives his father joy, but a foolish son is a grief to his mother. Ill-gotten treasure profit nothing, but justice saves from death. The Lord does not let the just go hungry, but the craving of the wicked he thwarts. The slack hand impoverishes, but the busy hand brings riches. A son who gathers in summer is a credit. A son who slumbers during harvest, a disgrace. Blessings are for the head of the just, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. The memory of the just serves as a blessing, but the name of the wicked will not. A wise heart accepts commands, but the babbling fool will be overthrown. Whoever works honestly works securely, but one whose ways are crooked will fare badly. One who winks at a fault causes trouble, but one who frankly reproves promotes peace. The mouth of the just is a fountain of the life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up the dispute, but love covers all offenses. On the lip of the intelligent is found wisdom, but a rod for the back of the one without sense. The wise store of the knowledge, but the mouth of the fool is imminent ruin. The wealth of the rich is their storing city, the ruin of the poor is their poverty. The rape of the just lead to life, the gain of the wicked to fertilities. Whoever follows instruction is in the path to life, but whoever disregards reproofs goes astray. Whoever conceals hatred has lying lips, and whoever spreads slander is a fool. Where words are many, sin is not wanting, but those who restrain their lips do well. Choice silver is the tongue of the just, the heart of the wicked is of little worth. The lip of the just nourishes many, but fools die for want of the sense. It is the Lord's blessing that brings wealth, and no effort can substitute for it. Crime is the entertainment of the fool, but wisdom is for the person of the understanding. What the wicked fear will befall them, but the desire of the just will be granted. When the tempest passes, the wicked are no more, but the just are established forever. As vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes are sluggish to those who send them. Fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the ears of the wicked are cut short. The hope of the just brings joy, but the expectation of the wicked perishes. The Lord is a stronghold to those who walk honestly, downfall for evildoers. The just will never be disturbed, but the wicked will not abide in the land. The mouth of the just is wisdom, but the perverse tongue will be cut off. The lips of the just know favor, but mouth of the wicked perversion. Proverbs chapter 11. False scales are the abomination to the Lord, but an honest weight his delight. When pride comes, disgrace comes, but with the humble is wisdom. The honest of the upright guides them, the faithless are ruined by their duplicity. Wealth is useless on the day of the last, but justice saves from death. The justice of the honest makes their way straight, but by their wickedness the wicked fall. The justice of the upright saves them, but the faithless are caught in their own intrigue. When a person dies, hope is destroyed, the expectation pinned on wealth is destroyed. The just are rescued from a tight spot, but the wicked fall into it instead. By a word, the impious ruin their neighbors, but through their knowledge the just are rescued. When the just prosper, the city rejoices. When the wicked perish, there is jubilation. Through the blessing of the upright, the city is exalted, but through the mouth of the wicked, it is overthrown. Whoever reviles a neighbor lacks sense, but the intelligent keep silent. One who slanders reveals a secret, but the trustworthy person keeps confidence. For lack of guidance, the people falls. The security lies in many counselors. Harm was come to anyone going surety for another, but whoever hates giving praise is secure. A gracious woman gains esteem, and a ruthless man gains wealth. Kindly people benefit themselves, but the merciless harm themselves. The wicked make empty profit, but those who sow justice have a sure reward. Justice leads toward life, but the pursuit of the evil toward death. The crooked in heart are the abomination to the Lord, but those who walk blamelessly are his delight. Be assured the wicked shall not go unpunished, but the offspring of the just shall escape. Like a golden ring in a swine's snout is a beautiful woman without judgment. The desire of the just ends only in good. The expectation of the wicked is less. One person is lavish yet grows still richer. Another is too sprang yet is the poorest. Whoever confers benefit will be amply enriched, and whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Whoever holds grain, the people curse, but blessings are on the head of the one who distributes it. Those who seek the good seek favor, but those who pursue evil will have evil come upon them. Those who trust in their riches will fall, but like green leaves, the just will flourish. Those who trouble their household inherit the wind, and the fools become slaves to the wise of the heart. The fruit of the justice is a tree of the life, and the one who takes lives in a sage. If the just are completely recompensed on the earth, how much more the wicked and sinner. Proverbs chapter 12. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates reproof is stupid. A good person wins favor from the Lord, but schemer he condemns. No one is made secure by wickedness, but the root of the just will never be disturbed. A woman of the world is the crown of her husband, but the disgraceful one is like a lot in his bones. The plans of the just are right, the design of the wicked are deceit. The words of the wicked are the deadly ambush, but the speech of the upright save them. Overthrew the wicked, and they are no more, but the house of the just stand firm. For their good sense people are praised, but the purpose of the heart are despised. Better to be slighted and have a servant than put on arrows and lack bread. The just take care of their livestock, but the compassion of the wicked is cruel. Those who till their own land have food in plenty, but those who engage in idle pursuit lack sense. A wicked person desires the catch of the evil people, but the root of the righteous will bear fruit. By the sin of their lips the wicked are ensnared, but the just escape from a tight spot. From the fruit of the other mouths people have their feet of good, and the works of their hands come back upon them. The way of the fools is right in their own, but those who listen to advice are the wise. Fools immediately show their anger, but the shrewd conceal contempt. Whoever speaks honestly testifies truly, but the deceitful make lying witnesses. The babble of some people is like a sword thrust, but the tongue of the wise is healing. Truthful lips endure forever, the lying tongue for only a moment. Deceit is the heart of those who plot evil, but those who counsel peace have joy. No harm befalls the just, but the wicked are overwhelmed with misfortunes. Lying lips are the abomination to the Lord, but those who are truthful, his delight. The swords conceal knowledge, but the heart of the fools proclaim folly. The diligent hand will govern, but sloth makes for forced labor. Worry weighs down the heart, but a kind word gives it joy. The just act as a guide to their neighbors, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. Sloth does not catch its prey, but the wealth of the diligent is splendid. In the path of the just is life, but the way of the abomination leads to death. Proverbs chapter 13. A wise son loves correction, but the scoffer heeds no rebukes. From the fruit of the mouth one enjoys good things, but from the throat of the treacherous comes violence. Those who guard their mouths preserve themselves. Those who open wide their lips bring ruin. The appetite of the sluggard craves but has nothing, but the appetite of the diligent is amply satisfied. The just hate deceitful words, but the wicked are odious and disgraceful. Justice guards one who works honestly, but sin leads the wicked astray. One acts rich but has nothing, another acts poor but has great wealth. People's riches serve as a ransom for their lives, but poor do not even hear a threat. The right of the just gives joy, but the lamp of the wicked goes out. The stupid sow discord by their insolence. By wisdom is with those who take counsel. Wealth won quickly dwindles away, but gathers little by little it grows. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a wish fulfilled is a tree of life. Whoever despises the world must pay for it, but whoever reveres the command will be rewarded. The teaching of the wise is a fountain of life, turning one from snares of death. Good sense brings favor, but the way of the faithless is their ruins. The shrewd always act prudently, but the foolish parade folly. A wicked messenger brings on distress, but trustworthy envoy is a healing remedies. Poverty and shame befall those who let go of disciplines, but those who hold on to reproof receive honor. Desire fulfilled delight the soul, but the turning from the evil is an abomination to fools. Walk with the wise and you become wise, but the companion of fools fears badly. Misfortune pursues sinners, but the just shall be recompensed with good. The good leave the inheritance to their children's, but the wealth of the sinner is stored up for the just. The terrors of the poor yields abundant food, but possessions are swept away for lack of justice. Whoever spares the Lord hates the child, but whoever loves will apply discipline. When the just eat, their hunger is appeased, but the belly of the wicked suffers want. Proverbs chapter 14. Wisdom builds her house, but folly tears her down with her own hands. Those who walk uprightly fear the Lord, but those who are devious in their ways spurn him. In the mouth of the fool is a load for pride, but the lips of the wise preserve them. Where there are no oxen, the crib is clean, but abundant crops come through the strength of the bull. A trustworthy witness does not lie, but one who spouts lies makes a lying witness. The scoffer seeks wisdom in vain, but knowledge is easy for the intelligent. Go from the face of the fool, you get no knowledge from such lips. The wisdom of the shrewd enlighten their way, but the folly of fools in deceit. The wicked scorn a guilt offering, but the upright find acceptance. The heart knows its own bitterness, and its joy no stranger shares. The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but tent of the upright will flourish. Sometimes the way seems right, but the end of it leads to death. Even in a laughter the heart may be sad, and the end of joy may be sorrow. From their own ways turncoats are sated, from their own action the lawyers. The naive believes everything, but shrewd watch their steps. The wise person is cautious and turns from evil. The fool is reckless and gets embroiled. The quick temperers make fools of themselves, and the schemers are hated. The simple have folly as adornment, but the shrewd wear knowledge as a crown. The malicious bow down before the good, and the wicked at the gate of the just. Even by their neighbors the poor are despised, but rich persons' friends are many. Whoever despises the hungry comes up short, but happy the one who is kind to the poor. Do not those who plan evil go astray, but those who plan good win steadfast loyalties. In all labor there is a profit, but mere talk tends only to loss. The crown of the wise is wealth, the diadem of the fools is folly. The truthful witness saves lives, but whoever utters lies is a betrayer. The fear of the Lord is a strong defense, a refuge even for one's children. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, turning one from the snare of death. A multitude of the subject is the glory of the king, but if his people are few, a prince is ruined. Long-suffering results in great wisdom, a short temper raises folly high. A tranquil mind gives life to the body, but jealousy enlarges the bones. Those who oppress the poor revile their maker, but those who are kind to the needy honor him. The wicked are overthrown by their wickedness, but the just find the refuge in their integrity. Wisdom can remain silent in the discerning heart, but among fools she must make herself known. Justice exalts a nation, but sin is people disgrace. The king favors the skillful servant, but the shameless one incurs his loss. Proverbs chapter 15. A mild answer turns back wrath, but a harsh word stirs up the anger. The tongue of the wise pours out the knowledge, but the mouth of the fool spews follies. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, keeping watch on the evil and the good. A soothing tongue is a tree of the life, but the perverse one breaks the spirit. The fool responds a father's instruction, but whoever heeds reproof is prudent. In the house of the just there are ample resources, but the harvest of the wicked is in peril. The lips of the wise spread knowledge, but the heart of the fools is not steadfast. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but prayer of the upright is his delight. The way of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but he loves one who pursues justice. Discipline seems bad to those going astray. One who hates reproof will die. Sheol and Abaddon lie open before the Lord, how much more the hearts of the mortals? Scoffers do not love reproof, to the wise they will not go. A glad heart lights up the face, but the anguished heart breaks the spirit. The discerning heart seeks knowledge, but the mouth of the fools feeds on follies. All the days of the poor are evil, but a good heart is a continual feast. Better little with the fear of the Lord than a great fortune with anxiety. Better dish of the horse where love is than fatted ox and hatred with it. The ill-tempered stir up the strife, but the patient settle disputes. The way of the slow is like a thorn hedge, but the path of the diligent is a highway. A wise son gives his father joy, but a fool despises his mother. Folly is a joy to the senseless, but the person of the understanding goes the straight way. Plans fail when there is no counsel, but they succeed when advice are many. One has joy from an apt response, a word in season, how good it is. The path of the ripe leads a word for the prudent, turning them from Sheol below. The Lord pulls down the house of the proud, but perseveres intact the widow's landmark. The scheme of the wicked are on the abomination to the Lord, but gracious words are poor. The greedy tear down their own house, but those who hated bribes will live. The heart of the just ponders a response, but the mouth of the wicked spews evil. The Lord is far from the wicked, but hears the prayer of the just. A cheerful glance brings joy to the heart. Good news invigorates the bones. The ear that listens to salutary reproof is at home among the wise. Those who disregard discipline hate themselves, but those who heed reproof acquire understandings. The fear of the Lord is a training for wisdom, and humility goes before honors. Proverbs chapter 16. Plans are made in human hearts, but from the Lord comes the tongue's response. All one's ways are poor in one's own eyes, but the measure of the motives in the Lord's. Entrust your works to the Lord, and your plans will succeed. The Lord has made everything for a purpose, even the wicked for the evil day. Every proud heart is an abomination to the Lord. Be assured that none will go unpunished. By steadfast loyalty, guilt is expiated, and by the fear of the Lord, evil is avoided. When the Lord is pleased with someone's ways, he makes even enemies be at peace with them. Better a riddle with justice than a rising income with injustice. The human heart plans the way, but the Lord directs the steps. An oracle is upon the king's lips, no judgment of his mouth is false. Balance and scales belong to the Lord, every weight in the sack is his concern. Wrongdoing is an abomination to kings, for by justice the throne endures. The king takes delight in honest lips, and whoever speaks what is right he loves. The king's wrath is a messenger of death, but a wise person can pacify it. A king's smile means life, and his favor is like a rain cloud in spring. How much better to get wisdom than gold, to get understanding is preferable to silver. The path of the upright leads away from misfortune. Those who attend to their ways guard their lips. Pride goes before distress, and the haughty spirit before a fall. It is better to be humble with the poor than to share plunder with the proud. Whoever ponders a matter will be successful. Happy the one who trusts in the Lord. The wise of the heart is esteemed for discernment, and the pleasing speech gains a reputation for learning. Good sense is a fountain of the life to those who have it, but folly is the training of fools. The heart of the wise makes for eloquent speech and increase the learning on the lips. Pleasing words are a honeycomb, sweet to the taste and invigorating to the bones. Sometimes the way seems right, but the end of the day leads to death. The appetite of the workers works for them, for their mouths urge them on. Scoundrels are furnace of the evil, and their lips are like a scorching fire. Perverse speech sows discord, and tale-bearing separate the bosom friends. The violent deceive their neighbors and lead them into a way that is not good. Whoever winks an eye plans perversity. Whoever purses the lips does evil. Gray hair is a crown of the glory. It is gained by a life that is just. The patient are better than warriors, and those who rule their temper better than the conquerors of the city. Into a bag the lot is cast, but from the Lord comes every decision. Better a dry crust with quiet than a house full of feasting with strife. A wise servant will rule over an unworthy son and will share the inheritance of the children. The crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but the tester of the heart is the Lord. The evildoer gives heed to wicked lips, the liar to a mischievous tongue. Whoever mocks the poor reviles their maker. Whoever rejoices in their misfortune will not go unpunished. Children are crown of the elders, and the glory of the children is their parentage. Fine words ill fit a fool, how much more lying lips a novice. A bribe seems a charm to its user, at every turn it brings success. Whoever overlooks an offense fosters friendship, but whoever gossips about it separates friends. A single reprimand does more for a discerning person than 100 lashes for a fool. The wicked pursue on their rebellion, and the merciless messenger is sent against them. Face bear loved of the cubs, but never fools in their follies. If you return evil for good, evil will not depart from your house. The start of the strife is like the opening of the dam. Check a quarrel before it bursts forth. Whoever acquits the wicked, whoever condemns the just, both are an abomination to the Lord. Of what use is money in the hand of the fools when they have no heart to acquire wisdom? A friend is a friend at all times, and a brother is born for the time of the adversity. Those without sense give her hands in pleasure, becoming surety for their neighbors. Those who love an offense love a fight. Those who build their gate high court disaster. The perverse in heart come to no good, and the double-tongued fall into trouble. Whoever conceives a fool has grief. The father of the numbskull has no joy. A joyful heart is a health of the body, but a depressed spirit dry up the bones. A guilty person takes out the briar from the pocket, thus perverting the course of the justice. On the countenance of the discerning person is wisdom, but the eyes of the fool are on ends of the earth. A foolish son is a vexation to his father, and a bitter sorrow to her who bores him. It is wrong to find an innocent person, but beyond reason to scourge nobles. Those who spare their words are truly knowledgeable, and those who are discreet are intelligent. Even fools keeping silent are considered wise if they keep their lips closed. Intelligent. Proverbs chapter 18. One who is alienated seeks a pretext, with all persistence picks a quarrel. Fools take no delight in understanding, but only in displaying what they think. With wickedness comes contempt, and with disgrace scorn. The words of the one's mouth are deep waters, the spring of wisdom are running brooks. It is not good to favor the guilty, nor to reject the claim of the just. The lips of the fools walk into a fight, and their mouths are asking for beatings. The mouths of the fools are their ruin, their lips are deadly snare. The words of the talebearer are like dainty morsels. They sink into one's inmost being. Those slack in their work are kin to the destroyer. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The just learn it and are safe. The wealth of the rich is their strong city. They fancy it a high wall. Before distress the heart is haughty, but before honor is humility. Whoever answers before listening, there is folly and shame. One spirit supports one when ill, but a broken spirit who can bear? The heart of the intelligent acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seek knowledge. Gift clear the way of poor people, winning access to the great. Those who play the case first seems to be in the right, then the opponent comes and cross-examines them. The lot puts an end to dispute and decide a controversy between the mighty. A brother offended is more unyielding than stronghold. Such strife is more daunting than castle gate. With the fruit of one's mouth, one's valor is fair. With the produce of one's lips, one is sated. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Those who choose one shall eat its fruit. To find a wife is to find happiness, a favor granted by the Lord. The poor implore, but the rich answered harshly. There are friends who bring ruin, but there are true friends more loyal than a brother. Proverbs chapter 19. Better to be poor and walk in integrity than rich and crooked in one's ways. Desire without knowledge is not good, and whoever acts hastily blunders. Their own folly leads people astray. In their hearts they are against the Lord. Wealth adds many friends, but poor are left friendless. The false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever utters lies will not escape. Many cruelly favor with the noble. Everybody is a friend of the gift givers. All the kin of the poor despise them. How much more do their friends shun them? Those who gain sense truly love themselves. Those who preserve understanding will find success. The false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever utters lies will perish. Luxury is not befitting a fool, much less should a slave rule over princes. It is good sense to be slow to anger, and honor to overlook an offense. The king's wrath is like a roar of the lion, but his favor like a dew on the grass. The foolish son is ruin to his father, and the quarrelsome wife is water constantly dripping. Home and possession are inheritance from parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Laziness brings on deep sleep, and the sluggard goes hungry. Those who keep command keep their lives, but those who despise these ways will die. Whoever cares for the poor lends to the Lord, who will pay back the sum in full. Discipline your son, for there is hope, but do not be intent on his death. A wrathful person bears the penalty after one rescue. You will have it to do again. Listen to counsel and receive instruction that you may eventually become wise. Many are the plans of the human heart, but it is the decision of the Lord that endures. What is desired of the person is fidelity, rather be poor than a liar. The fear of the Lord leads to life. One eats and sleeps free from any harms. The sluggard buries a hand in the dish, not even lifting it to the mouth. Beat up scoffer and the knife learn a lesson, rebuke the intelligent, and they gain knowledge. Whoever mistreats a father or drives away a mother is a shameless and disgraceful child. My son, stop attending to the correction, start straying from the words of knowledge. An unprincipled witness scoffs at justice, and the mouth of the wicked pour out the iniquities. Laws are prepared for scoffers, and the blows for the backs of fools. Proverbs chapter 20. Wine is arrogant, strong drink is righteous. None who are intoxicated by them are wise. The terror of a king is like a roar of the lion. Those who incur his anger forfeit their lives. A person gains honor by avoiding strife, while every fool starts a quarrel. In seed time, slugs do not plow. When they look for the harvest, it is not there. The intention of the human heart is deep water, but the intelligent draw it forth. Many say, my loyal friend, but who can find someone worthy of trust? The just walk in integrity, happy are their children after them. A king seated on the throne of the judgment dispels all evil with his glance. Who can say, I have made my heart clean, I am cleansed of my sin? Varying weight, varying measures are both an abomination to the Lord. In their action, even children can play act, though their deed be blameless and right. The ear that hears, the eye that sees, the Lord has made them boast. Do not love sleep, lest you be reduced to poverty. Keep your eyes open, have your feet up food. Bad, bad, says the buyer, then goes away. One can put on gold and abundant jewels, but wise lips are the most precious ornament. Take the garment of the one who became surety for a stranger, if for foreigners exact the price. Bread earned by the deceit is sweet, but afterward the mouth is filled with gravels. Plans made with advice succeed, with wise direction wage your war. A slanderer reveals a secret, so have nothing to do with the babbler. Those who curse father or mother, their lamp will go out in the dead of the night. Possession greatly guards at the outset will not be blessed in the end. Do not say, I'll repay evil. Wait for the Lord who will help you. Bearing weight are the abomination to the Lord, and false scales are not good. Our steps are from the Lord. How then can mortals understand their ways? It is a trap to the praise rashly sacred gift, and at the vow then to reflect. A wise king renounces the wicked and threatens them under the cartwheel. A lamp for the Lord is a human life breath. It searches through the inmost being. His steadfast loyalty safeguards the king, and he upholds his throne by justice. The glory of the young is their strength, and the dignity of the old is gray hair. Evil is cleansed away by bloody rashes and scourging to the inmost being. Proverbs chapter 21. A king's heart is channel water in the hand of the Lord. God directed it where he pleased. All your ways may be straight in your own eyes, but it is the Lord who weighs hearts. To do what is right and just is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. Haughty eyes and a proud heart, the lamp of the wicked will fail. The plans of the diligent end in profit, but those hasty end in loss. Trying to get rich by lying is chasing a bubble over deadly snares. The violence of the wicked will sweep them away because they refuse to do what is right. One's path may be winding and unfamiliar, but one's conduct is blameless and right. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than in a mansion with a quarrelsome woman. The soul of the wicked desires evil, the neighbor finds no pity in their eyes. When scoffers are punished, the naive become wise. When the wise succeed, they gain knowledge. The righteous one upraises the house of the wicked, brings down the wicked to ruin. Those who shut their ears to the cry of the poor will themselves call out and not be answered. A secret gift allays anger and presents concealed violent wrath. When justice is done, it is joy for the just, downfall for evildoers. Whoever strays from the way of the good sense will abide in the assembly of the straight. The love of the pleasure will suffer want. The love of the wine and the perfume will never be rich. The wicked serve as a ransom for the just, and the faithless for the upright. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a quarrelsome wife and trouble. Precious treasure and oil are in the house of the wise, but the fool consumes them. Whoever pursues justice and kindness will find life and honors. The wise person storms the city of the mighty and overthrows the stronghold in which they trust. Those who guard the mouth and the tongue guard themselves from trouble. Proud, boastful scoffer is the name, those who act with the overbearing pride. The desire of the sluggard will slay them, for their hands refuse to work. Some are consumed with avarice all the day, but the just give unsparingness. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination, the more so when they offer it with bad intent. The false witness will perish, but one who listens will give a lasting testimony. The face of the wicked hardens, but the upright maintains a straight course. No wisdom, no understanding, no counsel prevail against the Lord. The horse is equipped for the day of the battle, but victory is the Lord's. Proverbs chapter 22. A good name is more desirable than great riches, and high esteem than gold and silver. Rich and poor have a common bond, the Lord is maker of them all. The astute see an evil and hide, while the naive continue on and pay the penalties. The result of the humility and the fear of the Lord is riches, honor, and life. Thorns and snares are on the path of the crooked. Those who would safeguard their lives will avoid them. Train the young in the way they should go, even when old they will not swerve from it. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is a slave of the lenders. Those who sow iniquity reap the calamities, and the Lord used in anger will fail. The generous will be blessed, for they share their food with the poor. Expel the arrogant and the discord goes to strife and insult cease. The Lord loves the poor of the heart. The person of the winning speech has a king for a friend. The eye of the Lord watch over the knowledgeable, but he defeats the project of the faithless. The sluggard says, a lion is outside, I might be slain in the street. The mouth of the foreign woman is a deep pit. Whoever incurs the Lord's anger will fall into it. Folly is bound to the heart of the youth, but the rod of the discipline will drive it out. Oppressing the poor for enrichment, giving to the rich, both are sure loss. The words of the wise, incline your ear and hear my words, and let your mind attend to my teaching. For it will be well if you hold them within you, if they all are ready on your lips. That your trust may be in the Lord, I make them known to you today, yes, to you. Have I not written for you 30 sayings containing counsel and knowledge? To teach you truly how to give a defendable report to one who sends you, do not love the poor because they are poor, nor crush the needy at the gate. For the Lord will defend their cause and will plunder those who plunder them. Do not be friendly with the hotheads, nor associate with the restful, lest you learn their ways and become ensnared. Do not be one of those who give their hand in pledge, those who become surety for debt. For if you are unable to pay, your bed will be taken from under you. Do not remove the ancient landmark that your ancestors set up. Do you see those skilled at their work? They will stand in the presence of the kings, but not in the presence of the obscure. Proverbs chapter 23. So when you sit down to dine with the ruler, mark well the one who is before you. Stick the knife in your grate if you have a ravenous appetite. Do not desire his delicacies, it is a food that deceives. Do not wear yourself out to gain wealth, cease to be worried about it. When your glance flees to it, it is gone, for assuredly. Do not wear yourself out to gain wealth, cease to be worried about it. When your glance flees to it, it is gone, for assuredly it grows wings like the eagle that flies toward heaven. Do not take food with the unwilling host, and do not desire their delicacies. For like something stuck in the throat is their food, eat and drink, they say to you, but their hearts are not with you. The little you have eaten you will vomit out, and you will have wasted your agreeable words. Do not speak in the hearing of fools, they will despise the wisdom of your words. Do not remove the ancient landmark, nor invade the fields of the fatherless. For their Redeemer is strong, he will defend their cause against you. Apply your heart to instruction and your ear to words of the knowledge. Do not withhold the discipline from youth. If you beat them with the rod, they will not die. Beat them with the rod, and you will save them from Sheol. My son, if your heart is wise, my heart also will rejoice, and my inmost being will exult when your lips speak what is right. Do not let your heart envy sinners, but only those who always fear the Lord, for you will surely have a future, and your hope will not be cut off. Hear, my son, and be wise, and guide your heart in the right way. Do not join with the wine bibbers, nor with those who glut themselves on meat. For drunkard and glutton come to poverty, and raging about clothes one in rags. Listen to your father who begat you. Do not despise your mother when she is old. Buy truth and do not sell wisdom, instruction, understanding. The father of the just person will exalt greatly. Whoever begets a wise son will rejoice in him. Let your father and mother rejoice. Let her who bore you exult. My son, give me your heart and let your eyes keep to my ways. For the harlot is a deep pit, and the foreign woman a narrow well. Yes, she lies in wait like a robber and increase the number of the faithless. Who screams, who shout, who have strife, who have anxiety, who have wounds for nothings, who have bleary eyes, whoever linger long of wine, whoever go around the coughing wines. Do not look on the wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, it goes down smoothly. But in the end it bites like a serpent and stings like an adder. Your eyes behold the strange sight, and your heart utters incoherent things. You are like one sleeping on the high seas, sprawled at the top of the mast. They struck me, but it did not pain me. They beat me, but I did not feel it. When can I get up? When can I go out and get more? Proverbs chapter 24. Do not envy the wicked, do not no desire to be with them. For their hearts plot violence, and their lips speak of foul play. By wisdom a house is built, by understanding it is established. And by knowledge its rooms are filled with every precious and pleasing possession. The wise are more powerful than the strong, and the learned than the mighty. For by strategy war is waged, and the victory depends on the many counselors. Wise words are beyond the fool's reach in the assembly. They do not open their mouths. As they calculate how to do evil, people brand them troublemakers. The scheme of the fool gains no acceptance. The scoffer is an abomination to the community. Did you fail in a day of the adversity? Did your strength fall short? Did you fail to rescue those who are being dragged up to the death, those tottering, those near death? Because you said we didn't know about it, surely the search of the heart knows and will repay all according to their deeds. If you eat honey, my son, because it is good, if poor honey is sweet to your taste, such you must know is wisdom to your soul. If you find it, you will have a future, and your hope will not be cut off. Do not lie in wait and the abode of the just. Do not ravage their dwelling place. Though the just fall 7 times, they rise again, but the wicked stumble from only one mishap. Do not rejoice when your enemies fall, and when they stumble, do not let your heart exult. Lest the Lord see it, be displeased with you, and withdraw his wrath from your enemies. Do not be provoked at the evildoers, do not envy the wicked. For the evil have no future, the lamp of the wicked will be put out. My son, fear the Lord and the king, have nothing to do with those who hate them. For disaster will issue suddenly, and calamity from them both. Who knows when? These also are words of the wise. To show partiality in judgment is not good. Whoever says to the guilty party, "You are innocent," will be cursed by nations, scorned by peoples. But those who render just the verdict will fare well, and on them will come the blessing of the prosperity. At an honest reply, a kiss on the lips. Complete your outdoor tasks and arrange your work in the field. Afterward, you can build your house. Do not testify falsely against your neighbor and so deceive with your lips. Do not say, "As they did to me, so will I do to them. I will repay them according to their deeds." I passed by the field of the sluggard, by the vineyard of the one with no sense. It was all overgrown with thistles, its surface was covered with nettles, and its stones were broken down. As I gazed at it, I reflected, I saw and learned a lesson, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the arms to rest. Then poverty will come upon you like a robber, and want like a brigand. Proverbs chapter 25. These also are the Proverbs of Solomon, the servant of the Hezekiah, king of the Judah, transmitted them. It is the glory of the God to conceal a matter, and the glory of the kings to fathom a matter. Like the heavens in height and the earth in the depths, the heart of the kings is unfathomable. Remove the dross from silver, and it comes forth perfectly purified. Remove the wicked from the presence of the king, and his throne is made firm through justice. Claim no honor in the king's presence, nor occupy the place of the superiors. For it is better to be told, come up closer, than to be humbled before the prince. What your eyes have seen, do not bring forth to cackle against an opponent. For what will you do later on when your neighbor puts you to shame? Argue your own case with your neighbor, but the secret of the other do not disclose. Lest hearing it there reproach you, and your ill repute never ceases. Golden apples in silver setting are words spoken at proper time. A golden earring or necklace of the fine gold, one who gives wise reproof to a listening ear. Like the coolness of the snow in the heat of the harvest are faithful messengers for those who send them, lifting the spirit of their masters. Clouds and wind, but no rain, the one who boasts of the gift not given. By patience is a ruler persuaded, and the soft tongue can break a bone. If you find honey, eat only what you need, lest you have your feet and vomit it out. Let your food be seldom in your neighbor's house, lest they have their fear of you and hate you. A clubbed sword or sharp arrow, the one who bears false witness against a neighbor, a bad tooth or unsteady foot, a trust betrayed in time of the trouble. Like a removal of the clothes on a cold day, or vinegar on soda. If your enemy are hungry, give them food to eat. If thirsty, give something to drink. For live coals you will heap on the heads, and the Lord will vindicate you. The north wind brings rain, and the backbiting tongues angry looks. It is better for dwell in the corner of the house top than in a mansion with a quarrelsome wife. Cool water to one faint from thirst is good news from far countries. A trampled fountain or polluted spring, or just a person fallen before the wicked. To eat too much honey is not good, nor to seek honor after honor. A city breached and left defenseless are those who do not control their temper. Proverbs chapter 26. Like snow in summer, like rain in harvest, the honor of the fool is out of place. Like the sparrow in its flitting, like the swallow in its flight, the course uncalled for never lands. The whip for the horse, the bread for the ass, and the load for the back of the fools. Do not answer fools according to this folly, lest you to become like them. Answer fools according to their folly, lest they become wise in their own eyes. Those who send messages by a fool cut off their feet, they drink down violence. A proverb in the mouth of the fool hangs limbs like crippled legs. Giving honor to a fool is like entangling a stone in the sling. A thorn struck in the hand of the drunkard is a proverb in the mouth of the fools. An archer wounding all who pass by is anyone who hires a drunken fool. As dogs return to their vomit, so fools repeat their folly. You see, those who are wise in their own eyes, there is more hope for the fools than for them. The sluggard says there is a lion in the street, a lion in the middle of the square. The door turns on its hinges and the sluggards on their beds. The sluggard buries a hand in the dish, too weary to lift it to the mouth. In their own eyes, sluggards are wiser than 7 who answer with good judgment. Whoever meddles in the court of the another is one who grabs a passing dog by the ears. Like a crazed archer scattering firebrands and deadly arrows, such are those who deceive their neighbor and then say, "I was only joking." Without wood, the fire dies out. Without the talebearer, strife subsides. Charcoal for coals, wood for fire, such are the quarrelsome in kindling strife. The words of the talebearer are like dainty morsels. They sink into one inmost being. Like a grazed finish on oars in air are smooth lips and wicked heart. With their lips enemies pretend, but inwardly they maintain deceit. When they speak graciously, do not trust them, for 7 abominations are in their hearts. Hatred can be concealed by pretense, but malice will be revealed in the assembly. Whoever digs a pit falls into it, and the stone comes back upon the one who rolls it. The lying tongue is its own enemy, and the flattering mouth works ruin. Proverbs chapter 27. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what any day may bring forth. Let another praise you, not your own mouth, a stranger, not your own lips. Stone is heavy and sand a burden, but a fool's provocation is heavier than both. Anger is cruel and the wrath overwhelming, but before jealousy who can stand? Better is open rebuke than a love that remains hidden. Trustworthy are the blows of the friend, dangerous the kisses of the enemy. One who is full spawns honey, but to the hungry any bitter thing is sweet. Like a bird far from the nest, so is anyone far from home. Perfume and incense bring joy to the heart, but by grief the soul is torn asunder. Do not give up your own friends and your father's friends. Do not resort to the house of your kindred when trouble strikes. Better neighbor near than kin far away. Be wise, my son, and bring joy to my heart, so that I can answer whoever turns to me. The astute see an evil and hide, the naive continue on and pay the penalties. Take the garment of the one who became surety for a stranger, eager for a foreign woman, exact the price. Those who greet their neighbor with a loud voice in the early morning, a course can be laid to the charge. For a persistent wreck on the rainy day, the match is a quarrelsome wife. Whoever would hide her hides a storm wind and cannot tell north from south. Iron is sharpened by iron, one person sharpens another's. Those who tend the victory it is afraid, so those attentive to their master will be honored. As a face mirrors face in water, so that the heart reflects the person. Sheol and Abaddon can never be satisfied, so the eyes of the mortals can never be satisfied. The crucible for silver, the furnace of the gold, so you must essay the praise you receive. Though you pound the fools with a pestle, their folly never leaves them. Take good care of your flocks, give careful attention to your herds. For rest does not rest forever, nor even crown from age to age. When the grass comes up and the new growth appears and the mountain greens are gathered in, the lambs will provide you with the clothing and the gold, the price of the field. And there will be ample goats and milk for your food, food for your house, sustenance for your maidens. Proverbs chapter 28. The wicked flees though none pursue, but the just like a lion are confident. If a land is rebellious, its princes will be many, but with an intelligent and wise ruler there is stability. One who is poor and extorts from the lowly is a devastating rain that leaves no food. Those who abandon instruction praise the wicked, but those who keep instruction oppose them. The evil understand nothing of justice, but those who seek the Lord understand everything. Better to be poor and walk in integrity than rich and crooked in one's ways. Whoever heeds instruction is a wise son, but whoever joins with the wastrous disgraces his father. Whoever amasses wealth by interest and overcharge gathers it for the one who is kind to the poor. Those who turn their ears from hearing instruction, even their prayer is abomination. Those who mislead the upright into evil way will themselves fall into their own pit, but the blameless will attain prosperity. The rich are wise in their own eyes, but the poor who are intelligent see through them. When the just triumph, there is great glory, but when the wicked prevail, people hide. Those who conceal their sins do not prosper, but those who confess and forsake them obtain mercy. Happy those who always fear, but those who harden their hearts fall into evil. A roaring lion or rebellious bear is a wicked ruler over poor people. The less prudent the rulers, the more oppressive their deeds. Those who hate ill-gotten gain prolong their days. Though a person burdened with the blood guilt is a fright even to the grave, let no one offer support. Whoever works blamelessly is safe, but one whose ways are crooked falls into a pit. Those who cultivate their land will have plenty of the food, but those who engage in idle pursuits will have plenty of want. The trustworthy will be richly blessed, but whoever hastens to be rich will not go unpunished. To show partiality is never good, for even a morsel of the bread one may do wrong. Misers wholly toward their wealth, not knowing that want is coming toward them. Whoever rebukes another wins more favor than one who flatters with the tongues. Whoever defrauds the father and mother and says it is no sin is patron to a brigand. The great person stirs up the strife, but the one who trusts in the Lord will prosper. Those who trust in themselves are fools, but those who walk in wisdom are safe. Those who give to the poor have no lack, but those who avert their eyes many curses. When the wicked prevail, people hide, but at their fall, the just abound. Proverbs chapter 29. Those stiff-necked in the face of the reproof in an instant will be shattered beyond cruel. When the just flourish, the people rejoice, but when the wicked rule, the people groan. Whoever loves wisdom gives joy to his father, but whoever consults with a harlot squanders his wealth. By justice a king builds up the land, but one who raises taxes tears it down. Those who speak flattery to their neighbor cast a net at their feet. The sin of the wicked is a trap, but the just run along joyfully. The just care for the cause of the poor, the wicked do not understand such care. Scoffers inflame the city, but the wise calm the furious. If a wise person disputes with a fool, there is a railing and a ridicule, but no resolution. The bloodthirsty hate the blameless, but the upright seek his life. Fools give vent to all their angers, but the wise, biding their time, control it. If a ruler listens to lying words, their servant all become wicked. The poor and the oppressed meet, the Lord give right to eyes of the boast. If a king is honestly for the rights of the poor, his throne stands firm forever. The Lord of the correction gives wisdom, but uncontrolled youth disgrace their murderers. When the wicked increase, crime increase, but the just will behold their downfall. Discipline your children, and they will bring your comfort and give delight to your soul. Without a vision, the people lose restraint, but happy is the one who follows instruction. Not by words alone can servants be trained, for they understand but do not respond. Do you see someone hasty in speech? There is more hope for a fool. If a servant are pampered from childhood, they will turn out to be stubborn. The ill-tempered stir up strife, and the hot-headed cause many sins. Haughtiness brings humiliation, but the humble of the spirit acquire honors. Partners of the thief hate themselves. They hear the imprecation, but do not testify. Fear of the others becomes the snare, but the one who trusts in the Lord is saved. Many quarrel favor with the ruler, but it is from the Lord that one receives justice. An abomination to the just, the evildoer, an abomination to the wicked, one whose way is straight. Proverbs chapter 30. The words of the arguer, son of the Zakeh the Masite, the pronouncement of the moral man, I am weary, O God. I am weary, O God, and I am exhausted. I am more brute than human being, without even human intelligence. Neither have I learned wisdom, nor have I the knowledge of the Holy One. Who has gone up to heaven and come down again? Who has cupped the wind in the hollow of the hand? Who has bound up the water in a clock? Who has established all the end of the earth? What is that person's name, or the name of his son? Every word of the God is tested. He is a shield to those who take refuge in him. Add nothing to his words, lest he reprimand you and you be proved a liar. Two things I ask of you, do not deny them to me before I die. Put falsehood and lying far from me. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Provide me only with the food I need. Lest being full I deny you, saying, Who is the Lord? Or being in want I steal, and profane the name of my God. Do not criticize a servant to their master, lest they curse you, and you have to pay the penalty. There are some who curse their father and do not bless their mothers. There are some poor in their own eyes, yet not cleansed of their fears. There are some, how haughty their eyes, how overbearing their glance. There are some, their teeth are swords, their teeth are knives, devouring the needy from the earth and the poor from the human race. The rich has two daughters, give and give. Three things never get their fill, for never say enough. Sheol, a barren land that never gets ill, fill up the water, and the fire which never says enough. The eye that mocks the father was scorned, the homage due of mother will be plucked out by the brook ravens, devoured by a brood of the vultures. Three things are too wonderful for me, yes, for I cannot understand. The way of the eagle in the sky, the way of the serpent upon a rock, the way of the ship on the high seas, and the way of the man with the woman. This is the way of the adulterous woman. She eats, wipes her mouth, and says, I have done no wrong. On the three things the earth trembles, yes, on the four it cannot bear up. On the slave who becomes king, and the fool who is glutted with food. On the unloved woman who is wet, and the maid servant who displays her mistress. For things are among the smallest on the earth, and yet are exceedingly wise, and the species not strong, yet they store up their food in the summer. Badgers, a species not mighty, yet they make their home in the cracks. Locusts, they have no kings, yet they march forward in formation. Rejoice, you can cast them with your hands, yet they find their way into king's palace. Three things are stately in their stride, yes, four are stately in their carriage. The lion, mightiest of beasts, retreat before nothings. The stroking cock and the he-goat, and the king at the head of his people. If you have foolish been proud or presumptuous, put your hand on your mouth. For as the churning of milk produces curds, and the pressing of the nose produces blood, the churning of the anger produces strife. Proverbs chapter 31. The words of the Lemuel, king of the Massa, the instruction his mother taught him. What are you doing, my son? What are you doing, son of my wombs? What are you doing, son of my vows? Do not give your vigor to woman, or your strength to those who ruin kings. It is not for kings, Lemuel, not for kings to drink wine. Strong drink is not for princes. Lest in drinking they forget what has been decreed, and violate the rights of any who are in need. Give strong drink to anyone who is perishing, and wine to the embittered. When they drink, they will forget their misery and think no more of their troubles. Open your mouth in behalf of the mute and for the rights of the destitute. Open your mouth, judge justly, defend the needy and the poor. Who can find the woman worth? Far beyond the jewels is her value. Her husband trusts her judgment, he does not lack income. She brings him profit, not loss, all the day of her life. She shakes out wool and flax and weaves with skillful hands. Like a merchant of freight, she secures her provision from afar. She rises while it is still night and distributes food to her household, a portion to her maid servant. She picks out a field and acquires it from her earring. She plants a vineyard. She girds herself with strength. She exerts her arms with vigor. She enjoys the profit from her dealing. Her lamp is never extinguished at night. She puts her hand to the distaff, and her fingers ply the spindle. She reached out her hands to the poor and extends her arms to the needy. She is not concerned for her household when it snows. All her charges are doubly clothed. She makes her crown coverlets. Fine linen and purples are her clothing. Her husband is prominent at the city gate as he shoots with the elder of the land. She makes garments and sells them, and stocks the merchant with belts. She is clothed with the strength and the dignity, and laughs at the days to come. She opens her mouth in wisdom. Kindly instruction is on her tongues. She watches over the affair of her household, and does not eat the bread of the idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed, her husband to praise her. Many are the women of the profound words, but you have excelled them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty fleeting. The woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Acclaim her for the works of the hands, and let her deeds praise her at the city gate.